Like, there's no, like, wrong, like, lick, right? Like, if you play something and it sounds kind of, ugh, it just means that for the next go around, you try something better, right? Because it's not stopping. And if you play something that sounds really bad, you just get it back the next time. Caught it just in time. Whoa. Let's get it back. Makes it really hard with this Band-Aid on. I cut my finger so bad the other day. It's almost healed up, but I don't want to slice it back open again on these strings. Hey, what's up, guitar people? We're going to do a quick video today. What I'm going to show you is really cool, and it'll help with your improvising, your timing, all that kind of stuff. This is probably not going to be, but I'm hoping it's going to be the very last video of how I record these videos. Because this whole time, for like 5 years now, all I've been using is my cell phone. I'm going to show you some stuff that I got that's going to make my videos way better, way more awesomer. And just as always, like I do every time, I forget to mention my Patreon. If you want to know where the stuff comes from so that you're not just repeating back to me what I play, just like I did for years and years and years when I was trying to learn the guitar, head over to my Patreon and I will show you where the stuff comes from so that you can grab a guitar and let this stuff flow out of you freely, just like we're going to do in this lesson. Oh, and look at this. I'm playing this with a Band-Aid on my finger. So every single mistake I make, that is, that's the culprit. That's why. No, but actually this is no fun. This kind of sucks. But we're going to play with a Band-Aid on today. Like this right here. Finger number 1. But let's jump into it. Now, something that I do from time to time is, and I found myself sitting around, and I'm doing this last night, is I'll just start scratching out a rhythm. With something simple. Like that. Now I'm in the key of C. And I'll start adding things in. get the idea. We're going to go through some of that kind of stuff. And I got this, like, hang on a second. I got this idea from Paul Gilbert. He is an absolutely amazing player. What he does at some of like the guitar clinics that he does is he'll sit down, which he can play anything. He's so amazing. And he'll sit down with a student or just like someone who wants to grab a guitar and sit down across from him. They sit down in like two different chairs, right? And he'll do something super, super similar, and he'll give himself a couple of bars, and then he gives the other guy a couple of bars, and they trade off with guitar licks while keeping that rhythm going, right? And they keep switching and switching and switching and switching, and they'll do it for a long time until finally Paul wins every time because he knows every lick there is to know. But that's where I got this idea from, and it really helps a lot with like very quick thinking on the fly, and you don't always have the time like for you to think, oh, I'm going to throw in that really cool guitar lick that I just learned and I've been practicing and practicing. You don't have time to do that. All you have the time to do is to throw out there something so immediate, spur of the moment. And that's where it tells you like where you are as a player in terms of thinking that quickly, right? And it tells you what you need to work on, and it gives you a lot of ideas. So anyway, so let's get back to it. So I was just thinking, I think like the majority of that stuff that I was just playing was kind of based out of like a pentatonic box. And I think maybe there was like one time I threw in a like... There's no like wrong like lick, right? Like if you play something and it sounds kind of it just means that for the next go around you try something better, right? Because it's not stopping. And if you play something that sounds really bad, you just get it back the next time. Caught it just in time. Whoa. Let's get it back. Makes it really hard with this Band-Aid on. I cut my finger so bad the other day. It's almost healed up, but I don't want to slice it back open again on these strings. Let me see. Oh, okay. So basically, like this is going to be the whole video, but I'll give you some pointers. some ways I'm like thinking about this, because there was one part where I went, okay, so something I was doing, like an idea is every time, like if I'm thinking of like a pentatonic, like for one time around, like I can do this. Second time around, I can just go to the next string and do the same fingering. And then I can go down to string 3. You could do a major thing here. That sounds weird. See, it kind of sounds weird there, but at least for the top 3 strings you could do, right? Or you could do like... since we're in C, fret 8, you can slide from 7 up to 8 on strings 2 and 3, right? I kind of think of that as adding in scale degree 2, because on our G string, here's our second scale degree, flat 3, and our major third. And when I do that, I'm just thinking like, oh, I'm adding in a 2. And here's our 1. And this is like playing the 8. It's like playing the 4 chord. So anyway, that's some things that like you could think of, and other things that you could try to do. I mean, like really, you're just kind of like you're trying to like recall from like your memory bank in your brain all of your guitar licks, but you have to like shorten them up so that they squeeze into this extremely quick like time frame. It's got to fit into that, and you can extend them a tiny bit as long as you get straight back to here in time. Like you don't have to play. Like you could play, you know, like, okay. See how I just went? But it still stays within those parameters of time, right? I blame my Band-Aid. But like, you don't have to throw in things that are like super quick. Like, you can just hang on one note. Right? Or... Okay, you guys are gonna get so bored of hearing that ba 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 if I keep playing it over and over and over and over. But like, I think as I start this, my brain is thinking, okay, I gotta throw in all this stuff super quick, and then, hang on one sec. So I'm throwing in all that stuff that's like super quick, because like as I'm starting this exercise, that's what, like, for me anyway, it's how like my brain is where it goes to, right? But then after a while, you get bored. And now I start thinking like, okay, let me do something slow and just hang on to a note for as long as I can until I get back to that, right? And then maybe I'll throw in like some intervals, like, like if I do some of these things. Right? Like I can experiment with how I chop those up, how I insert them into that like time slot, because it's all about the time slot. And when I think like when I started practicing like my guitar licks, and like accumulating a library in my head of things to play, you learn from magazines. Nowadays it's YouTube. And like you kind of in the very beginning, you keep things like just as they are, but then in the actual real world in music, you don't have that option a lot of times, because like depending on the song, you got to stay in time, and you might have to chop your guitar lick up that you had spent so many hours or weeks or months like practicing, right? Now you have to adapt that. So like it's a good thing to practice that, because it just helps you adapt in like actual time, and you don't have to only play that as like a bass point, right? Like you could think up anything you want, like I don't know, I'm just thinking up things off the top of my head. It's really just what strikes me at the time for like the groove I'm feeling. And like you don't only have to stay like, because our drop my pick, our groove is right here. We don't only have to stay in this position. Like you can move out to other positions. Right? And you could, oh yeah, that is something that I want to hit on. Like, here, I'll put this down. So what if we want to make this more interesting, and like sometimes we do this. Like, all those are options for the groove, right? That's what I was going for. What was I going for? Something like that. Losing it there. How could you throw some of those like super quick pentatonic things in? Man, this Band-Aid's really a pain in the ass. Yeah, let's switch pickups here. Alright, you guys get the idea. Alright, I want to show you guys what I'm working on right now, alright? Here's my studio room, okay? And look, I broke my ring light just like an hour ago. I got to get a new light. What I have in the works is I've been recording through my cell phone this whole time now, right? Look, there's my shark. What I'm working on is I just got some new stuff. I'm going to be using this guy for a good picture. And we got, for audio, I'm learning how to use this stuff. I got Ableton 12 Live, Ableton Live 12, whatever it's called. What do we got here for the audio? So this is gonna go into my Scarlett. I know I need a desk. This is gonna go into my Scarlett. Scarlett goes into the computer. I got the Ableton, and then I have I've been experimenting with some experimental tracks just to try to like line things up, and I have to like watch the tutorials and learn how to like use this stuff. But then I have a Pro Director 365. Trying to learn this stuff, man. It is such a pain in the butt. And I gotta change this stupid desktop. I hate that thing. I just haven't done it yet. So yeah, my desk is a bass amp that I got off the side of the street. Someone threw out in the garbage. I picked it up and brought it home for free. It's a I don't know how many speakers in it. It's got some tweeters and a big 15-inch thing or other, something like that. Got some I don't know what you call those monitors for the computer. But yeah, this is what I'm working with. Oh, I thought this was cool. For the 6120, I got these from Home Depot for like a mailbox, and I did it as like the Black Flag bars, 6120, because the case, you know, like the Gretsch case, is exactly the same case as my 5622. It's the same Same thing. So to tell them apart, so for me to tell them apart, I thought it'd be cool to just slap that on there and make it the Black Flag bars, because there's 4 of them, right? Just like that. Got it on my car too. Check this out, man. I broke. Let me turn this off. I just broke that, like just as I was about to start recording. So I have that sitting on top of a Black Star. That's a pretty cool amp. It sounds okay. I thought it sounded awesome until I got the Hot Rod DeVille Fender here, and then I plugged my 5622 into this thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like totally different. I hadn't had a tube amp in a couple of years, and I bought that thing like just to have something a long time ago. Anyway, yeah, I am not a computer guy by any means, so figuring that out is going to take me some time. I'm not expecting to have anything out in the next, at least like 2 months probably. It's going to take me a while. Like you couldn't even imagine, unless you make these kinds of videos with all this stuff, there's just so much technology that goes into it, and you're having to like sync things together and make this compatible with that, and I need the right like chord for this that's compatible with that chord, and then you download a program, and you have to watch tutorials on every single thing you do, and it's gonna drive me up the wall. It's what it's like is like it seems like I started a new job, and I'm like a new hire, and I have to watch all these like training videos, like training tutorial videos, because there's like tutorials with every piece of thing that you get, right? And I don't know how to use that computer stuff at all. Like, I don't know. It's going to drive me absolutely crazy. It's going to take me some time, but I'm really excited to get some good quality recordings and like videos here. So, yeah, we'll see how long it takes me. That's going to be it for today. And until next time, you guys just keep on picking. Hey, I'm just going to chop this into the video. I walked away. I thought it was all done. But I just wanted to say, like last night when I was messing around with this stuff, my brain was like really on fire, right? I was thinking up all of these like cool ideas to do for this. But right now I'm not feeling that way. Not really, like my brain is not as alive as it was last night. So one thing I wanted to say is something I like to do, and there's no like exact like science on this, but I like to skip around with like some like kind of like large intervals, I guess you would say. I'll show you what I mean. Like you go, and then like you, instead of doing something like scalar where it's like where I'm just climbing. What? Like you can do like these like jumps. Like here, I went C. Like I'm skipping over a string. And then I go in like the string in between it. Man, I gotta slow down. I can't talk. You slide into it. You could do a jump here from string 3 to string 1. Like, I like that one. I think I did that one in the video earlier. That's sliding into a major 3, third. And then grabbing the root note, C on top. It's the exact same thing as doing that. Just an octave down. Is it an octave or 2 octaves? I don't know. I think it's 1 octave. You could do something like some pull-off stuff. But let's see if I can do it. I really like that one. So bluesy. I don't know what I was doing there. I was not staying in the groove, but I was thinking of some ideas. So let's see if I can actually throw those ideas into the groove in time. My Band-Aid. So what I was getting at before I got off track is those like jumps, and you can do some strange stuff. I can't do it backward. the Band-Aid getting in the way. Yeah, okay. I could just run out the clock here. Like you could jump around. I'm still in the pentatonic box, but you can like usually when you play a box like that, you play something like like scalar. It's in a like if you drew out the notes, they'd be in a row, right? Like more or less. But what I'm thinking of is like there's no rhyme or reason to that one at all. But like I'm trying to like just experiment, see what like sounds good by just choosing some notes and jumping to them. Like that doesn't sound that great, but man. Whoops. Something that you could do is like go for all the notes of C, like right? Now if you know where all those are, then you can do that. All right, and cut back to wherever this goes. This is choppy. And I know we had to work with the Band-Aid, but you know what? It's a cool idea. And if you practice this kind of stuff, it's going to help you out, I promise. So check out my Patreon. And until next time, Hey, I said this already. You just keep on picking. I don't know what I'm doing. All right.